What's up, everybody? Today on YouTube, we're going to do a revisit of a topic that I've talked about, braille screen input, because when I was looking at the last video that I did, it was I way missed a bunch of things while doing it, and I was talking with some people, and I figured I'd make a deeper video on how this works, and so here we are as a result. So
comments 1.5k.
Get me out of this.
Home. Speech off.
God damn it.
Speech on. Screen curtain off.
Okay, so screen curtain off. Let's go into settings.
Settings. Accessibility. Back button.
Yeah. If you want to know how I just did what I just did, basically I made a video about this. You know, the last video on my channel was about this not too long ago, called how to
Clubhouse now. Close lock. Bobby Eaton started a new voiceover practice button.
I forget exactly what I called it, but yeah.
Speaking rate. Heading. Speaking rate. Speech. Braille. Verbosity. Braille. Button. Output. 8 dot. Button. Alert. Bluetooth is required to. No. Yes. Button. No. But Bluetooth is required to use a Braille display. Would you like to turn on Bluetooth? No. Button.
No, because we're not using
Status cells.
Bluetooth.
Button. Equations used Nemeth code. Status cells. Braille tables. 1. Turn on Bluetooth to use a Braille display. Braille screen. Turn Braille. Braille. Turn on Bluetooth. Braille screen input. Contracted. Button.
Okay, so this is what you do. You
Settings.
Here.
Uncontracted 6 dot Braille. Braille screen input. Heading. Unselected. Contracted. Reverse dot positions. Off. In 6 dot and 8 dot Braille. The positions of dots 1 and 3 and dots 4 and 6 will be swapped.
And if you want to do that, that's one way of dealing with it.
To perform a 6-finger Braille chord, quickly tap dots 1, 2, 3 followed by 4, 5, 6. To perform a 6-finger Braille chord, quickly tap dots 1, 2, 3 followed by 4, 5, 6. Select Braille screen input. Braille back button. Braille back button. Braille screen input. Heading. Braille back button.
Okay,
Braille
so
back button. Status cell alert. Bluetooth is off. No. Yes. No button.
Yes, I don't care. Voiceover.
Status cells. Output. 8 dot button. Braille heading. Out input 6 dot. Braille screen input. Contracted button. Turn on Bluetooth to use a Braille display. Braille tables 1 button.
Okay, so what we do to get a good amount of Braille screen, so to work with the Braille system that you use, which
English US system.
Literally anything, is we go to Braille tables and we go to those.
Add Braille table. English Braille tables. Heading. English US system. Let Louis. Heading. English US system. Heading. Braille tables. Back button. Braille table. English. Let Louis. Heading. English Canada. English North American. English UK. English US. English Unified. Hebrew.
And so
Hebrew uncontract system. Heading. English UK system. Heading.
what I do is I go to system.
English selected. English US.
I'm gonna go to US,
English Unified.
US.
English Unified. Select English. English North American. English English US system. Head. Braille tables. Back button.
But
Braille tables. English US
I don't
system.
know
Button.
how to use that very well. So
Add Braille tables added here will appear. Add Braille English Braille back button.
okay, so
Braille back button. Alert. Bluetooth is off. No button. Yes but no button.
yes, I don't care.
Braille screen input. Input output. Braille voiceover. Back button.
It's for like
Voiceover.
if you have a Braille display, it'll ask for you to turn on Bluetooth, but I don't have one, so I'm not using that function. Okay,
Voiceover.
so
Heading. Siri suggestions.
thing-
Widget. Safari. Weather. Widget. Stack.
first
Port orange.
one-
73 degrees Fahrenheit.
one of the first things that I missed when I was doing this episode was what you can do when you're on the home screen of your iPhone or your iPad is you can use Braille screen input to find apps like this.
Characters. Words. Braille screen input. Orientation locked. Landscape. Home button to the right. Screen away mode. 6 dot. Contract L. 0 apps. 66 apps. 1 dot. 1 dot. U. 0 apps. 66 app B. 5 apps. Barred mobile. Swipe right with 2 thick. Boss Jock Jr. Barred mobile.
And what you
Swipe
can
right with 2 fingers
do
to launch.
once you type in a letter like B is you can swipe down with one finger like this.
Boss Jock Jr.
Or
Swipe right with 2 fingers to launch.
It's actually swipe. Kind of like depending on how you're holding the phone, it's swiped down from the right part of the phone. You know what is it called? The lightning connector would be on the phone. That's the bottom, and on the right of that is I usually have it where that lightning connector part is on the right, and you swipe down from there once you have it in that position.
Backpack.
And you can
Swipe
do
right with 2
this.
thick. Brainwave. Be my eyes. Barred mobile. Swipe right with 2 fingers to launch.
And
66
does
apps.
this.
C. 6 apps. Calculator. Compass. Clubhouse. Clock. Camera. Calendar. Swipe right. Calculator. Compass. Swipe right. 66 apps. D. Dots 145. D. 3 apps. Discord. DuckDuckGo. Dream. Swipe right with 2 fingers. 66 apps.
Okay, so you get the point.
Portrait.
Alright, so how do you use braille screen input? How do you make it work for you? So what you have to do, and I'll show you how to use the away mode, which is what I use in a minute.
Headings. Actions.
You
Characters.
go-
Words. Braille screen input. Orientate.
I
Portrait.
believe you actually have to go into rotors to insert. Let me check.
Settings. Active. Close. Activate default.
Braille screen input.
Setting. Braille. Verbosity. Braille. Speech. Speaking. Speak. Audio. Command. Activate. Rotor. Rotor. Button. Selected. Character. Reorder. Selected. Reorder. Selected. Lines. Selected. Words. Select. Reorder. Selected. Text selection. Speaking rate. Volume. Audio ducking. Punctuation. Sounds. Hints. Selected. Braille screen input.
Yes.
Swipe
you
up
have
or down
to
to select a
go
custom action.
into rotor and on settings, then accessibility, then voiceover, and then press rotor, and then you have to insert that
Rotor. Heading.
and insert braille screen input into rotor.
Voiceover. Back button.
All right.
Voiceover.
So,
Rotor. Home. Siri
let's
suggestions.
see.
Siri suggest. Send a message to the character. Words. Braille screen input.
So
Orientation
what
locked.
you
Landscape.
do
Home button to the right. Screen away mode. 6 dot. Contractions off.
Is you what you can do? Actually, hold on. Let me
Portrait.
open notes.
App switcher.
Wanna make it a little bit
Settings.
easier
Active.
to see
YouTube.
how
Active.
this works.
Messages. Backpack. Voice stream. YouTube. Safari. Active. Duck. Bard mobile. Anchor. Overcast.
Actually,
Port Orange. 73 character. Words. Characters. Words. Braille screen input. Orientation locked. Landscape. N. 3 apps. Netflix. Opening Netflix.
Oops. I did that
Portrait.
wrong.
Netflix.
Hold on.
1. Contain. App switcher. Settings. Active. Netflix. Close Netflix. App switcher. Settings. Current
Let's
apps.
open
Action. Siri suggestions.
notes.
Characters. Word. Braille screen input. Orientation locked. Landscape. N.
N-O.
1 app. Notes.
There you go.
Opening
notes.
Portrait. Notes. Edit. Button. Container. Folders. Heading. Toolbar. New note. Button. Double.
Add
New
a
note. Dim.
note.
Note. Text field. Is editing. In words. Lines. Text. Select. Braille screen input.
Okay,
Orientation
so-
locked. Landscape. Home button to the right. B. Dots 2 3.
What you do is you
Tab.
So what you do is you type in a letter or anything, and if you
B.
type in something wrong,
Dots 1 2.
you backspace. You know, by using the screen away mode or whatever you're using. So let me show you how to do this.
Orientation unlocked.
Okay, so
Tabletop mode.
this is tabletop mode, and you can
Screen away,
use
tabletop
this
mode.
if you use that. I don't necessarily use it because it's harder to do, and you can't really hold
R.
the phone very well
Of. With. GJ. With. Of.
because when you're using tabletop mode, you have
Rocket
to
of.
put the phone on your lap, and that doesn't really work very well.
Tabletop mode.
Okay, so let me see if I can do
Landscape. Home button to the right. Screen away mode. Tab. Orientation locked.
There we go. That's screen away mode.
Rocket of.
And how you do screen away mode is pretty cool because it's why I use it. Is what you do is you, when you're typing, I put my 3 fingers on the left side of
L.
the phone, which I accidentally typed L,
Space. Like.
and I put my other 3 fingers on the right side of the phone, on the far right, or whatever.
Underscore. Space. Underscore. B. Dots 2 3. P. Dots 1 2 3 4. Q. Dots 1 2 TH. Dots 1 4 5 6. P. Dots 1 2 3 4.
And as you can tell, I'm
Like.
pretty good. Let me see how I can do this here.
Catwalk D. Space. Id. Dot 6. Catwalk R. Space D. A. D. Space C. A. S. S. Dots 2. Dots L. L. Ed. Space M. S. H. Dots 1 E. K. Dots 1 space. L. A. Street. Space. N. I. G. H. T. D. D. Space. Night. Dots Cap I. Space. I. Was. Space. S. P. Dot L. E. E. P. Ing. Space. End. Space. Dot 6. Cap I. Space. I. I. D. N. Apostrophe. T. Space. Didn't. I. Z. E. Space. Realize. T. H. E. Space. C. A. L. L. Ed. Space. P. E. Space. P. P. M. E. Space. U. N. T. I. L. L. Space. Until. U. N. T. I. L. Space. T. H. Space. M. O. R. N. Ing.
Okay, so there's a couple of things here that's going to go when you're using screen away mode like I'm using. And if you don't have home button, that's why I explained it as the lightning connector would be on the right side of the phone when you're using screen away mode. So what you can do is you can look at certain words like morning, like I have here, and you go
English US default.
hold on,
Translated morning.
translated. And if you want to go on to 6 dot, you go
6 dot.
6 dot
Contracted.
by swiping right with 3 fingers. Let me see, how do I do this?
New line morning.
Okay, so new line would be 2 fingers swipe right on screen away mode. With braille screen, with tabletop mode, it would also be something like that as well. So let me see. There was something else here that I was supposed to figure out.
New line. Portrait. Braille screen input.
Okay,
Orientation locked.
and
Landscape.
you can
Home
go
button to the
back
right.
into
Screen away mode
Portrait
contracted.
pretty easily, so or
New
whatever
line
you're
morning.
using.
New line. New line. New line. New line. Clubhouse. Carrot. Dots 45. A. E. Portrait. A. Notification. Clubhouse. Now. Bobby Eden and Lil Wayne are talking. Tap to listen in. Actions about characters. Words. Containers. High toolbar. Double tap to handwriting tools. Button. Cap. Checklist. Off. Format. Button. Add table. Button. Note. Text field. Is edited. Words. Line. Text select. Braille screen input. Orientation locked.
And
Landscape. Home button to the right. Screen
I
away
think
mode
that's
contracted.
pretty much it.
Space. New line.
And to write, one finger swipe right would be space. So I think that's pretty much it. If I have any other things that I forgot to explain, I might make a separate video on this. But hopefully this will
Portrait.
get you started
Home.
with using braille screen input.
Actions
Since I
available.
did this kind of on request kind of thing. So
Screen recording in progress. Button.
Anyways.
Status bar item.
I'll talk to you all later, and hope you all having a good day. Goodbye.
Siri suggestions. Widget. Safari. Double tap to open.
So yeah.
Siri suggestions.
There you
Widget.
go.
Safari. Double tap to open.
Oops.
Safari. Home. Safari. Screen recording in progress. Screen recording in progress. Button.